What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today in the shop we're talking about leather. So we're gonna go ahead and explain to you guys our entire leather line, when you would use them, why you would use them, and for what you would use them for. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. Who doesn't love a clean and conditioned leather? Now, whenever you're faced with leather, you have to understand that leather, it's a material, so you want to make sure, just like any other part of your vehicle, you want to make sure that it's always clean, conditioned, and protected at all times. So how do you do that? Well, let's start off with leather cleaner. Now this right here, it's our first product in our leather line. As you guys can see, we have an entire leather line of products here. I'm going to explain them all individually so that you guys understand what is for. So I'm going to begin with this one, leather cleaner. As you guys know, leather cleaner, it's cleaner for your leather. Leather cleaner is going to go ahead and remove any kind of dirt, grime, and body oils from the surface of your leather, and it's going to completely strip off any kind of oils that are on there so that your leather is bare and clean. So you would want to use leather cleaner kind of as like your prep before you do any other product, such as like a conditioner. You want to make sure that your leather is clean. If you have a lot of jean stains on your seats, a lot of body oils on your armrest whenever you lay your arm on your door panel, there's a lot of different surfaces that you have in your vehicle that are leather, such as those like your armrest, your seats, your center console, the dashboard, depending on the vehicle that you drive. If it's a luxury vehicle, if it's synthetic material, leather cleaner works on it all to clean it and to get it to its best potential. Some accessories that I do want to mention with the leather cleaner is going to be our leather cleaning brush. Now this brush is great because it's a soft horsehair brush, which means that it's going to allow you to get into all the cracks and seams of the leather. As you guys know, leather does have a textured kind of material, so whenever you want to clean your leather, you want to make sure that you're using a brush so that the bristles of the brush get into all the little grooves, cracks, and all the texture of the leather so that you get the deepest clean possible. You can use a microfiber towel if your leather is more on the the smooth side. This works out great. You can simply spray directly into your towel, wipe it down, but if you want to get the best possible clean, the brush is going to be the best way to go with. Once your leather is clean, now you want to make sure to condition it. Now, what is conditioning? Conditioning is going to restore the soft, supple feel of your leather. So if your leather is old, or if it's faded, or if it's kind of hard, leather conditioner is going to go ahead and bring it right back to life. So it's going to nourish it, bring new life to it, make sure it's nice and soft and supple all over again, and it does give you a nice little semi-gloss shine just to kind of show that rich, clean look of your freshly clean and conditioned leather. So leather conditioner is what you want to use to keep your leather conditioned, keep it alive, and keep it nice and soft. You can apply your leather conditioner with the microfiber applicator, such as our brown microfiber applicators here. You can apply a few drops, work it into the leather, and it's as easy as that. All you have to do is just work it in very nicely. Make sure to keep it away from any kind of perforated leather. So if you have leather with the holes, my best recommendation is putting a few drops onto your applicator, working it with your finger, just kind of spread the product out throughout the fibers of the microfiber, and then apply it that way so that you don't get the product and blotch it straight onto the surface of the perforated leather and then, get the product all into the hose, which makes it very difficult to clean out. So now that your leather is clean and conditioned, it's clean, it's alive, it smells great, and it feels amazing, now you want to protect that, right? So now you want to apply a coat of leather serum. Now leather serum, it's a little bit different than the conditioner in the sense that this is going to be more of like a sunscreen versus the conditioner is going to be more of like a lotion. So the sunscreen, or should I say the leather serum, this is going to work out great to create a durable shield of UV protection for your leather. So if you leave your car outdoors, or if your car has a leather, soft top, you want to make sure to apply a product like this onto it because you want to make sure that it's protected. So think of this kind of like as a sealant for your leather. It's going to protect it from those harsh UV rays and any kind of wear and tear so that the damaging UV rays don't dry out your leather, fade it, crack it, or prematurely dry it out. Leather serum does leave an OEM look, so for those of you guys that don't like the high gloss look of leather conditioner, you can apply a coat of leather serum if your leather is in a great condition, and this is going to reflect a matte finish. So if you love your leather looking the way it did when you got it brand new, leather serum is going to maintain that look. So this product right here, it's extremely versatile and it's extremely adaptive. So whatever your leather looks like before applying this, it's going to make sure to keep it that way. Let's say that we cleaned our leather and then we applied a coat of leather conditioner and it has a nice semi-gloss look. If I applied the serum on top of that, it's going to maintain that semi-gloss look. Whereas if you, let's say, substitute leather conditioner and let's say we pull that out of the equation and let's say your leather is in a better condition, let's say it's a new car, maybe you want to just give it a quick little cleanup and protect it all in one. You can use leather cleaner to clean any kind of heavy grime, dirt, and body oils, and then apply a coat of leather serum, and that's going to maintain that fresh matte look and also shield it with that UV protectant property. So you can kind of use these both, or you can use one or the other depending on the condition of your leather. So now to move on to some hybrid products. First one's going to be sprayable leather. Now sprayable leather is going to land about right here. It's going to act as a cleaner and conditioner in one. So sprayable leather is great because it's a hybrid between a cleaner and a conditioner in one. So sprayable dressing is great for, it's kind of like your one-step kind of thing. So let's say your leather, it's not too bad of in a shape. It maybe a little bit body oils here, maybe some food stains there. And let's say the condition of the leather is, relatively pretty good. You can use quickly clean and condition your leather without having to do so many steps. So the way to use this product, it's very easy. All you have to do is spray it onto a microfiber applicator, wipe down your leather, and that's it. So there's no, complex steps involved. All you have to do is spray it into a towel, work it into your leather, and it's going to go ahead and clean off any kind of light body oils, dirt, grime, food stains, and condition it. So it's going to give that nice, soft, supple feel to your leather, all within one step. And our last product here is Leather Quick Detailer. So Leather Quick Detailer is great because it's a quick detailer. So think of it just like your paint. Once you wash, wax, you do all the good stuff to your paint, you're just maintaining it with the quick detailer, right? Well, same thing for your leather. So let's say you clean, you condition, and you protected your leather, and all you want to do is maintain your leather. Leather Quick Detailer is going to be your guy. So this right here, it works out great because you can keep this in your car, do it in between leather jobs. So you can use this product kind of like as a maintenance. So let's say, I do all these things one day and, 2 weeks go by and I want to go ahead and address my leather by quickly cleaning up any kind of light body oils, grime, and condition it and protect it all in one. Leather Quick Detailer has all those properties. So it's going to clean it, any kind of light stains. It's going to lightly condition and lightly maintain the coat of protection of your leather serum all in one step. So you can use this as your day-to-day product, your week-to-week product, or however often you would like. But it's just a quick, simple thing that you can do to quickly clean, condition, and protect your leather all in one. So it's a little bit different between sprayable leather in the sense that Leather Quick Detailer is going to be more of a cleaner, conditioner, and a protectant, whereas sprayable leather is going to be more of a cleaner / conditioner. So depending on the condition of your leather, you have this entire line of products to go ahead and address it. Like I said, all these leather products, they work out great. So there's really not to say that there's one better than the other. It just all depends on you, how you care for your leather, the conditions of your leather, where you store it, how you maintain it, how you plan to clean it, so forth. So all that plays a factor. There's not just one thing that I can tell you and be like, hey, you know what? Leather cleaner, this, and that. No, it's all depending on the leather itself. So some questions that we get asked often on our social media is, how often should you clean and condition your leather? Well, like I mentioned, that's all depending on how the condition of the leather is. So something like the leather cleaner, conditioner, and the serum, this combination can be done every 6 months, although you can do it a lot sooner. So if you love cleaning your leather and you love making sure that it's always conditioned and protected, there's no harm in doing it every month. There's no harm in doing it every week. That's all depending on you. But us, for a habit here at the Detail Garage, we like doing this process at least once every 6 months. That's just kind of like the little time frame that we kind of give each other here. And that works out great just to make sure that the leather is always clean, conditioned, and protected. These products right here, like I mentioned, you can keep them in your car. You can use them as often as you would like. I love using sprayable leather because it's a quick cleaner and conditioner in one. So if you want to maintain the look of your leather, it's great to just simply give it a wipe down from any kind of light body oils and grime. And it also boosts your leather and gives it a coat of conditioning to keep it nice and soft and supple. It's also great for those detailers out there who offer these, leather cleaning services. Sprayable leather is great because it offers cleaning and conditioning properties in one. So if you just want to give your customers a quick little interior wipe down, if they have leather, it works out great for wiping it down and also giving them a nice conditioning while at the same time. So it makes the client feel like you give them a full clean and a full conditioning job all in one, and all you did is wipe it down. Makes it super easy for you, convenient for them because they love the leather, they love the smell, and you love the results. And Leather Quick Detailer, like I mentioned, I keep the stuff in my car all the time. I have leather seats. I usually make it a habit of wiping my leather down every time I wash my truck, which is every week. So I make it a habit of wiping down my leather once a week, and that keeps my leather clean, conditioned, moisturized, and protected. Of course, all these products are 100% pH neutral, which means that they're not going to damage your leather. If you do feel, however, a little uncomfortable, just going straight forward, we do recommend trying in a small inconspicuous spot to see if the product has any kind of reactions to your leather. Another great thing about these leather products is that they're completely 100% dry to the touch, so they're not going to leave any kind of oily finish. They leave your leather nice, smooth, and non-slippery, so that when you feel it, there's no excess product on there, and there's not a slippery feel to it. It's just 100% clean, conditioned, and dry to the touch leather. So I hope this video helped out a lot of you guys out there who had questions about this leather line. Like I mentioned, we have an entire leather line. It's not to say that one's better than the other. It's just because we have different leathers out there. Another great thing about these leather products is that they not only just work on your vehicle's leather, they also work on any kind of real leather. So if you have leather belts, purses, wallets, boots, you name it, it works out great. If you have a Tesla, it does work on vegan leather, it does work, and any other synthetic leather for the matter. And one last great thing I forgot to mention is that all these products smell completely like leather. So they're gonna boost the leather smell. If you have a new car, old car, it's gonna give it that refreshing, fresh leather smell. If you do, however, love that leather smell and you wanna get more of it, I highly recommend picking up our leather scent. If you love your interior smelling like leather scent is a great way to always keep that fresh leather smell and feel inside your interior without having to do all this work. I hope this video helped out a lot of you guys out there who had questions about this line. Like I mentioned, I know it's a lot of products. It's about 5 products here, but they all have their purpose. And like I mentioned, everyone has different leather. Everyone has different needs. Some people like doing the full shebang with the leather cleaner, conditioner, and the serum. Some people like keeping it simple with like the sprayable dressing. Like I mentioned, that's all up to yourself, and that's why we carry this wide variety of products so that every individual one of you guys knows which one to use and how to use them and have the best experience using them. If you guys want to pick up any of these products, make sure to visit our website, chemicalguys.com. If you guys love any of these products, make sure to give us a like. And as always, if there's a question that I didn't answer in this video, make sure to comment down below. And also let me know if you learned anything new today from this video. As always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage. We'll see you guys next time.